Peterson has built his entire brand out of acting like some weirdo on social media as of late. But this weekend, he really did push the shtick a little too far with a truly bizarre reaction to Robert Reich, who had tweeted this. So he tweets this, right? Elon Musk and his enablers have turned this website, meaning Twitter, into a torrent of ad hominem attacks, lies floated as jokes, and blatant misinformation. This isn't freedom of speech, it's just dangerous. Now, you might disagree or agree with Robert Reich, it doesn't matter. What matters here, the whole point of us even talking about this, is the way Jordan Peterson handled that tweet. He quote tweets it and says this, and it's getting just impossible to find child porn, ... smiley face. So obviously, look, he's trying to claim that the reason why Robert Reich is complaining is because he would access child porn on Twitter and now can't. But for anyone just reading it and not thinking too much about it, it seems like Jordan Peterson is the one who's like making a point about how he's having difficulty finding child porn. Okay.
But he's hanging in there because he's got a little smile emoji thing at the end, like, it's still trying though. And there was a ... like still going for it.
So Cody Johnston asks something that many people asked in responding to Jordan Peterson's tweet. Was it previously easy for you to do that? Like, are you admitting to something here? Look, this is the continuation of an ongoing trend of right wingers, and yes, Jordan Peterson's a right winger. Please spare me your garbage. No, it's my favorite thing when people are like, no, he's actually not a right winger. He's actually very apolitical. Come on, guys.
Come on.
I'm so
Trump's
tired.
not a right winger, man. He's just telling it like it is.
Gaslighting is like the soup du jour for everyone. Everyone engages in this gaslighting that drives me crazy. But anyway, moving on. They just love to call people they disagree with pedophiles. And that's what he's doing here, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's hilarious because for the longest time, the right wing would complain about the left calling anyone they disagree with racist, right? They just love to throw smears around. They call everyone racist. You're literally accusing a man who said nothing at all about children or porn or child porn of being like some pedophile that's using Twitter to watch child. That is like one of the most disgusting, defamatory things you could accuse someone of.
A guy who was labor secretary, who is an economics professor at Berkeley, that doesn't mean that he's above reproach, but it does mean it's not like he's a rando and we don't know, right? He's been in the public eye for decades. And trust me that if there was an issue, I'm not even having that conversation.
Yeah.
Look, whenever a right winger accuses anyone of being a groomer or pedophile, just give it right back to them. So Jordan Peterson, if we're having conversations about how people are into child porn with no evidence at all, as you have started, then apparently you're into child porn. I don't know why it's in your head, and you don't have any evidence, I don't have any evidence, okay? But actually I have one piece of evidence that you don't have, which is you weirdly talking about child porn out of nowhere. It's like, oh, you can't find the child porn? Where is it? Well, where is it? Where's the child porn? I bet it's whoever this guy is, Robert Reich's problem. Yeah, it's his problem. Where is it though? Okay, so there's only one guy who has any chance of being into child porn in this story, and that's Jordan Peterson. Okay, oh, you don't like it, by the way, Jordan? First of all, I know what you're gonna do, you're gonna cry. Okay, that's obvious. Okay, but second of all, maybe you should think twice before you randomly accuse people who aren't involved in that at all a weirdo thing just because you're a weird, malicious right winger.
Exactly. Now, there's another angle to this, it's related, that I think is worth getting into. And I do wanna give a trigger warning because it has to do with child porn and it's disgusting. So wanted to mention that. Now, someone had tweeted this. Some children's sexual abuse content has been watched 10 million times on Twitter. By the way, I had no idea that this content existed on Twitter. All these contents were uploaded before Elon Musk's acquisition, and only thanks to his leadership, new Twitter detected and removed them. I'm wondering why no media has covered this story yet. Why? First of all, how is this happening? How was this happening? And by the way, I mean-
No, I have read the exact opposite. Now, I don't have enough evidence to know which one is true, and I don't know how that rando would either, right? Because they would need the information that Twitter has in their databases, right? But I have read others saying, no, now child porn is running rampant on Twitter. And the logic behind that, it makes more sense. Again, we don't have the internal evidence, but it's
I mean,
because
they got rid of their trust and safety team.
Exactly, when you get rid of your entire trust and safety team, that basically opens the floodgates to any bad actor who wants to infiltrate your platform, okay?
Right.
Which then leads to the thing you guys might not know. We're building a platform here, so we now have to grapple with these things. When you're building a platform or maintaining a platform, like one of the most important things is if not the most important, is your trust and safety team. What does that mean? It means that the minute you start anything new on the internet, ghouls and goblins attack it, especially if it starts to get larger. And they look for cracks in the safety, right? So they're like, oh, this platform or this website doesn't protect against child porn or doesn't protect effectively enough against child porn. Make sure you hit it with child porn because then all the people who want it will be able to access it through that. And there are people that are doing this 24/7, okay? So the minute you say, hey, I don't need no stinking trust and safety, I'm a genius, Elon Musk here, I'm gonna run this thing with 25% of the workforce. Everyone doing child porn must have thought it was Christmas come early. They were like, oh, there's no safety on Twitter, the largest platform where people are sharing things? Oh, they must have gone in there instantly, is my guess. But hey, by the way, Elon Musk, you always demanded information be shared publicly about the bots and trolls when you were considering backing out of the Twitter deal. All right, why don't you share the information about child porn on Twitter? I can't tell, the right wing can't tell, but you can tell how much child porn is on there and how much is on there now as opposed to before you bought it. And don't wait and do all these different things for 2 months, 6 months, which by the way, you should be doing right now to make sure it doesn't get on there, right? But share the information today, because my guess is, given what you did, there's gonna be a lot more, not a lot less. But the right wing doesn't actually care about child porn or pedophilia or any of these things. Remember when Roy Moore was revealed to have hit on, molested, sexually assaulted
teenagers,
underage girls, all the Republicans in Alabama were like, yes, we're voting for him anyway.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
And we can give you 100 other examples like that. So Elon Musk, Jordan Peterson, all the right wing, they don't care. They only care about it as a political attack, not to actually protect the children. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.